Now, I mentioned earlier this idea about a young millennial male specifically and their raison d'etre for work. This is one of the reasons why this is happening, of course, is that we now, here in the 21st century, live in what's been called the female century. This is the decade, the way we see the beginning, so The Economist told us, of what's been called Womanomics, the rise and the emergence of female-based economies that will actually take over from traditional male economies that, of course, governed the way that we've done business since the Industrial Revolution. Any cheers? Anyone happy about that? Yay! This is probably the biggest change that we've all got to come to grips with. But again, it's already happened. Now, I'm not saying that we've got equality or parity. We know we haven't. We've only got to read our newspapers and see some of the atrocities that are performed and committed against women to know that that's not the case. Or simply look at our own, maybe our own company or one of our past employers' records in terms of pay to know that there is still not equality in the workplace. However, the point is that the battle has already been lost. Across developed economies, more women now leave colleges and schools of higher education than men, and so more women are entering the workforce in a position to be better paid. And the change is already happening and will continue to happen in the decades to come. So the shift that we see from being a male-based economy to becoming a female-based economy is, again, probably one of the most important gear changes we all have to make as we start to prepare for the 21st century. And as I said, we've already started on that road without realizing because, guys, I'm afraid often we're a little bit slow on the uptake. But do you know what one of our core skills is? Adaption. We seem to actually cope when the goalposts move. And often we do it without realizing. All of us have become already far more female in the way that we work and we operate. And that's because of all of this stuff. The ICT revolution has changed the way our companies are structured, the way we work. We are multifunctioning. We are multitasking. We're doing all of those things that women tell us we can't do because we're too lateral-minded, we're too left-brained. We're not. We have become far more whole-brained in the way that we think and operate. And so thankfully, as a society, we're becoming far more closely aligned in terms of the way that men and women operate within the workplace, although there's still a little bit more moving to do, guys, I think, as we do move towards a more female-centered economy. So we use the word Athena to define this new type of woman, of course, the Greek goddess of wisdom. And Athena technology, I think, is one of the huge areas where we're seeing growth. We are seeing the emergence of a continually more empowered, more proactive, more wealthy female consumer who has discretionary income to spend on herself, is thinking about what she wants, is thinking about how she changes her life, what she does. The most successful startups here in the UK are actually started by women over the age of 50. The growth area for Facebook at the moment is women over the age of 45. So that sense of actually who is engaging in business and who is engaging in technology is probably, again, one of those areas where we need some clarity and we need to maybe, again, rethink or relook at a focus. And that sense, I think, of the importance of digital skills within the 21st century, hugely important.